The modernity of life has led us to an interesting paradox. We are more connected than ever, yet we often feel more lonely. We are overwhelmed with duties and tasks, but frequently feel ignored by those whom we consider important. In the modern world, we all strive to feel important to our closest circle, yet often find ourselves overlooked, as if we are not as crucial to them as they are to us. This is where Stoicism and Stoic philosophy come to our aid, teaching us to find value within ourselves and not depend on constant validation from others. How can we apply these teachings in our everyday lives to prioritize ourselves among those who surround us? In this video, we explore effective strategies aligned with Stoicism and philosophy to determine whether these individuals genuinely have an interest in us. This is not about manipulation strategies, but rather a wiser and more genuine approach to building real and valuable relationships. Ultimately, the people around you determine who you are, and if you are not a priority to them, they may not genuinely be interested in you. In this ancient philosophy, we find principles for striking a balance between our needs and relationships. The essence lies in being valuable, not needy. The first step to becoming a priority in others' lives is to instill a fear of loss. When you are always available and respond immediately, people assume you will be there at all times. In today's fast-paced world, time is a precious resource, and Stoicism teaches us to appreciate it fully. You should allow people to feel your absence and sometimes notice it. Stoicism reminds us that we cannot control what happens around us, but we can control our reaction. By valuing your time and attention, you become someone who respects yourself, and others will begin to see you as such. Because you choose to give them a part of your precious time and attention, don't be afraid to say no or not respond immediately to others' requests. Practice the art of patience and let others appreciate your time as much as you do. Patience is necessary to become a priority in others' lives. Stoicism teaches us that patience is a valuable virtue in a world full of distractions and haste. The ability to wait calmly can set you apart and make you valuable. Patience doesn't mean passivity. It means control over your emotions and reactions. By practicing patience, you allow others to see your strength. You don't succumb to haste or the emotions of the moment. You become like a lighthouse amidst the storm. The practice of patience may make others impatient, but you maintain your composure. You'll notice people starting to appreciate your presence and control. So remember, priority starts with you. Don't seek constant approval and attention from others. Value your time and attention, and you'll see how people will come to appreciate you more. Another important point to be more valuable to others is to avoid constant availability. If you're the type of person who says yes to everything, your value diminishes and people may perceive your availability as granted. Stoics like Seneca teach us that we should be masters of our time and wisely decide how to invest it. Learn to say no to others' requests respectfully. This doesn't mean you're selfish. Rather, you're someone who values your own needs and priorities before catering to others. In the context of avoiding constant availability, the words of Epicurus take on profound meaning. No one is free who is not master of himself. Epicurus reminds us that true freedom starts from within, with self-discipline and mastery over our own decisions. Stoicism values living in accordance with our principles and values. By avoiding being constantly available, you show that your time and energy are precious, thereby fostering greater respect. Consequently, others will prioritize you more as we strive to become more important and prioritize for others. Moving on to the third point, keeping secrets. Often, we tend to share everything about ourselves with others, our emotions, thoughts, and deepest desires all at once. However, excessive disclosure can diminish your importance to others. People tend to prioritize what they don't have or what they have little control over, rather than revealing all the details of your life at once. Allow yourself to maintain an aura of mystery. Make people want to get to know you better. Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-discipline and self-control. Preserving some mystery doesn't mean hiding who you are, but gradually revealing your true essence. If asked, answer evasively. Avoid delving too deeply into your past or intimate aspects of your life. This will keep others' attention on you. Remember Seneca's famous quote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." In this context, courage lies in knowing how much and when to share with others. Leaving room for mystery also encourages curiosity in people. When someone feels there's something to discover, they're more likely to be interested. Epictetus teaches us to focus on what is within our control. Controlling how much you disclose about yourself is within your control. It's not about hiding who you are. Remember, you don't need constant approval from others. By keeping a bit of mystery, you'll learn how people value you for who you are, not just for what you do. To become more significant and prioritized by others, allowing them to invest in you doesn't equate to selfishness. Rather, it allows others to feel valuable by contributing to your life. The ancient Stoic Seneca reminded us that people are honored when chosen for what enriches them. When you let others help you or show appreciation, you give them the chance to enrich their own lives by being a part of yours. This can be as simple as accepting a genuine compliment or acknowledging someone's contribution to your life. These practices allow others to feel valuable and noticed, strengthening your bonds and making them prioritize you. In studying Stoicism, we understand that we are interdependent beings, and by doing so, we strengthen our connections with others. Let's return to the essence of Stoicism and talk about independence. The ancient Stoic Epicurus taught us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Independence in Stoicism doesn't mean complete isolation from others, but rather autonomy and self-governance. It's the ability to make conscious decisions without undue envy or influence. By practicing independence, you become the guardian of your own ethics and values, which makes you more valuable to others because they respect you for your integrity. Independence also allows you to be more authentic in your relationships, not becoming a follower but a companion who contributes to others' well-being. Independence in Stoicism includes self-discipline, self-awareness, and self-control, making you attractive to those who value strong and honest individuals. Thus, to be more valuable to others, cultivating independence is not about shutting yourself off from the world, but about being the captain of your own destiny and guiding others by your example. This approach fosters stronger relationships, making you more valuable in others' lives. Generosity and openness to allow others to invest in you will make you more attractive and respected. Remember that true richness in life lies in meaningful relationships and connections. By allowing others to invest in you, you create a virtuous circle of mutual value. Our path to becoming more important and prioritized by others is to prioritize our own needs. It's important to learn to be more valuable to others. Often, we sacrifice our own needs for the sake of others, leading to excessive demands and a lack of respect for our identity. In modern society, there's often an idea that we should always be available to everyone. However, this is not only unsustainable, but can also make others see you as an endless resource, depleting us. Taking responsibility for our own lives and well-being involves establishing healthy boundaries and prioritizing our own needs over meeting the needs of others. The Stoic philosopher Epicurus expressed this profound idea. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This deep statement encompasses one of the fundamental principles of Stoicism, which greatly influences how we interact with ourselves and others. Epictetus encourages any action in life as self-assertion, which includes recognizing our needs, desires, and personal values, understanding that they must be met before we can truly be valuable to others. From the Stoic perspective, this approach aligns with the idea that self-control and self-awareness are fundamental to life. To be truly valuable to others, we must first cultivate virtues such as authenticity, resilience, self-discipline, and empathy within ourselves. Before seeking external approval, we must seek approval from ourselves. This does not mean being egocentric or insensitive to the needs of others, but rather building a strong foundation of self-awareness and confidence that naturally attracts people to us. Stoicism teaches us to define our values, goals, and virtues through introspection and self-assessment, allowing us to understand who we are and what we represent, establishing an internal compass that guides our decisions. Epictetus' phrase also emphasizes the importance of actions, not just asserting our intentions but backed by consistent deeds. When we act in accordance with our authentic identity, our actions reinforce our value, attracting those who respect consistency and integrity. Now we come to the key point: do not make others the center of your life. In modern society, we often fall into the trap of putting others on a pedestal and losing our own direction. Do not make others the center of your life. do not always be available. Value your time and attention, and you will notice how this makes you more valuable to others. We turn social networks and the approval of others into a constant search for validation and happiness, moving away from our authenticity and becoming puppets controlled by others' opinions. Stoicism teaches us to be the center of our own universe, prioritizing our passions and goals. By doing this, we become more important and respected by others. As the wise Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wisely expressed, "No one can harm you without your consent." Do not let others define you or control you. This powerful quote reminds us that ultimately, we are the guardians of our inner world and emotional well-being. In a world where critical opinions and external pressures abound, it's important to understand that we have the power to choose how they affect us. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate the virtue of selective indifference. We must learn to discern what deserves our attention and time and what does not. We should not allow the opinions of others to determine our worth, nor should we be prisoners of external circumstances. By applying this principle in our lives, we can accept constructive criticism with humility and ignore baseless criticism that does not contribute to our growth. We can stop being victims of others' approval and take control of our own narrative. As the Stoic principle reminds us, no one can harm you without your consent, reminding us that we are the masters of our minds and emotions. This call to self-reflection and authenticity encourages us to be who we are without fearing external judgment. When we internalize Stoic principles, we become the captains of our destiny, and our self-esteem and self-respect flourish, making us more valuable and important to others. Therefore, when facing challenges and criticism in our lives, let us remember this powerful truth from Marcus Aurelius. No one can harm you without your consent. Use this power to maintain your integrity with confidence on the path to authenticity and self-discovery. And for just being yourself, a piece of advice that might surprise you: stop initiating conversations. In a world where constant communication is the norm, this may seem challenging, but it has roots in Stoic wisdom. Stoics like Epictetus reminded us of the importance of listening more than speaking, allowing others to start conversations. You'll learn more about them in yourself. When you're always ready to speak, you may come across as anxious and sometimes self-centered. Patience and a willingness to listen are qualities that attract others because, as social beings, we value good communication and being heard. Stoicism emphasizes finding value within yourself and not depending on constant validation from others. Applying Stoic principles in your daily life, such as creating a fear of loss, practicing maintaining some secrecy, and allowing others to invest in you, prioritizing your needs, cultivating independence, not making others the center of your life, and allowing others to start conversations, contributes to building authentic and meaningful relationships based on mutual respect, integrity, and shared values. By practicing these principles, you can overcome the challenges of modern life while remaining true to yourself and building meaningful connections with those who genuinely value and respect you. On this journey, remember that the true essence of Stoicism lies not only in our relationships with others, but more importantly, how it transforms us. I sincerely hope this message has been helpful to you. I want to congratulate you for reaching this point and watching this video, which means you are striving to improve yourself as a person. If you enjoyed the video, leave your comment. If you don't know what to comment, write down a Stoic wisdom so that I know. Thank you for your attention. Until next time.